just wanted to say that I actually knew Ryan before he became very popular, going through the circuits of the Carolinas and whatnot. And I hit him up on Facebook when he first started, and I can't say anything realer about a dude that deserves all this. He has been phenomenal from day one. He's funny as hell. And I just wish you all the best and even more, man. That's all I gotta say.
I just wanted to ask, what's the beef with Corey Holcomb about?
Nah, I got a question. Have you ever heard me say anything about Corey Holcomb?
No, that's why I'm confused.
So one person saying something about another person is not a beef. That's a nigga with a problem. That's a nigga with a problem.
That was real.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm chilling. Listen, whatever Corey got going on is whatever Corey got going on. If you watch the 5150 show, what you'll see is Corey loves people who agree with him. And if you disagree with him, he loves to win the argument. And if you make him look like he's not as intelligent as he believes he is, he starts to get mad. That's the reason Zoe is no longer there. It's the reason why Grady's no longer there. It's the reason why. Look, if somebody pushes away everybody you've ever seen close to him, and somebody has friends since they were 4 years old, and two people don't see eye to eye, who do you think is the problem?
I didn't know y'all had something going on.
We don't. We don't.
Not a beef,
It's not a
it's a
beef.
nigga with a problem.
It's a nigga with a
Been out
problem.
there, you know, I know Corey. So
Corey just, listen, Corey be trolling. I don't even think Corey really got a problem. He doesn't know how to be funny more than one way. No disrespect to Corey.
I mean,
I'm talking like that's what it is. I wish he would do it another way. Like it's like he's one of the best. I think he's one of the best comics to ever do it. Okay. That's what made me gravitate toward him in the first place. I have no ill will toward the dude, man. I love him. Okay. I love him. But I think he has something in him that's just he hurting, man, and he has this thing when he don't like to be uncomfortable, and whenever he's uncomfortable, he lashes out like a child, like a 55-year-old child, man. Hey, listen.
All right. I mean, shout out to 5150 Nation, baby. But just being straight up about the situation from my opinion. And that's all I'm going from my opinion. I ain't no actual factual person, you know what I mean? I ain't no dictionary. But just being honest, I feel like the moment, I feel like they were Jones, and I don't feel like it was a disagreement thing. I feel like the only time where it was a problem after a disagreement, when Corey was being funny, and I'm just being straight up, Ryan, when Corey was being funny and he addressed you having a roommate, which ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know what I mean? I'm at the house. You know what I mean? I'm at the house right here with moms and them. But I think with him feeling like with you having enough money to not have to have a roommate, but you having a roommate is where it was weird because your roommate is a dude. And then he feel like when he asked you and questioned you about it on the show in a playful way but a serious way at the same time, because the nigga be playful but at the same time he want answers. And he already admitted he ain't got it all together. So I feel like when you never really fully addressed it in a way to make everybody feel comfortable is why it was like you didn't show back up on the show. I think you felt like he wasn't gonna let it go and you wasn't gonna address it. I think what you just said straight up and said is like, Corey, look, man, I be having seizures and stuff and I don't trust women, or I be cheating on women. Put it like this, you should have been straight up and said, Corey, I be running through a lot of women, so I can't have one woman staying with me and taking care of me because I'm gonna be tired of her and I'm gonna get another woman. Whereas if I got a roommate, then it's easier to communicate with him and I can tell him certain things, and then if something happened to him, he can come in there and check up on me. I think that's really what you meant to say on the show. But without you saying that specifically and being detailed, it made it a little weird, dude. So I don't think that it's a matter of disagreements that y'all have on the show. Y'all had good chemistry on the show for the most part. I think it's a matter of when he said stuff that you didn't like, said stuff Ryan didn't like, and then Ryan started to act a little different, you know what I mean? And then didn't want to come on the show. You know what I mean? People outgrow stuff. Zoe, he got big enough to where he could start his own podcast and then started making no money. He didn't need to go back on Corey's show really like that. It is what it is. Grady, it's just a different situation. I was seeing what was happening with that situation, and I felt like at that moment when it did take place, Grady should have been quiet. He shouldn't have been standing up for the other person in the situation. He should have just been quiet. Should have been standing up for Zoe right then, because Zoe and Corey thing go deeper than that. Grady shouldn't have been addressing it on the air with Corey, even though Corey like to address stuff on the air. Certain things you should be able to just pick up on a person to know what they're gonna speak up on in a certain way. I feel like certain people know that, and some people just don't. So I think that Ryan just gonna have to realize that he needs to go back on the show, squash it. They can squash it and just address it. Just answer Corey's question and be ready for the jokes. You funny, like they say you funny, you'll be ready to spit plenty of jokes right back at them. Shit, I'm sitting out here in the smoke tent, chilling, relaxing. I mean, I'll be following 5150 show. I won't be watching Ryan comedy too much, but I'm gonna check it out and see if it's any funny. But you know, yeah.